Hi friends, welcome to Techie Insights. Today I am going to share my initial impressions on Realme 8 5G mobile. The Realme 8 5G appears as if it is meant to be the successor to the Realme 8, and yet it has few downgrades. But there is a good reason for that. It aims to be the budget 5G phone. The phone comes with vastly different specs and hardware such as a different SoC, camera setup and even display. There have been some compromises made to include 5G at an affordable price, and that clearly reflects the spec sheet in comparison to Realme 8. Still, it is one of the most affordable 5G smartphone on the market. Let's find out what the Realme 8 5G is capable of and is it worth buying. This is the very first smartphone launched in India to be powered by the new MediaTek Dimensity 700 SoC based on the 7nm production process. As for the graphics, the Dimensity 700 SoC comes with G57 GPU. This is paired with 4GB or 8GB of LPDDR4 RAM and 64GB or 128GB UFS 2.5 internal storage. Realme has also integrated a technology called Dynamic RAM Expansion that converts the storage into virtual RAM. According to Realme, the 4GB model will essentially act like a 5GB RAM phone, while the 8GB will act like a 11GB RAM phone. Being a 5G enabled device, the phone supports various 5G SCA and NSA brands and also supports dual 5G and dual standby. The phone comes in two color variants, Supersonic Black and Supersonic Blue. While I brought here is the Supersonic Black 4x64 variant for the review. Realme 8 5G offers a 90Hz 1080 pixel LCD display. There is a triple camera on the back, a 5000 mAh battery with a 18 watts fast charging support, and all of this comes within the box. With this phone, the company has focused heavily on keeping the device as slim and lightweight as possible. It weighs 185 grams and isn't very thick either at 8.5mm thickness. Like other Realme smartphones, this mobile also comes in nice simple yellow box. Inside it we get the mobile, clear TPU case, few manuals, 18W fast charger, Type-C cable and SIM ejector pin. Okay, let's keep everything aside. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe the channel and support us. The design of the mobile is very familiar. It looks same as other Realme phones. Moving on to ports and buttons, the bottom of the device houses a USB-C charging port, primary microphone, bottom fairing single speaker and a 3.5mm audio jack. It is slightly disappointed not to see dual speakers. On the left you have the SIM tray and the volume buttons. These buttons have good feedback and they are very responsive. The SIM tray houses a 2 nano SIMs and a micro SD card for the expandable storage up to 1 TB. At the top we are missing the secondary microphone. On the right we have the power button that has integrated fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner can be customized to unlock with a simple touch or a full-blown press. The Realme 8 5G comes with a triple rear camera setup consisting of 48 megapixel primary camera, 2 megapixel black and white portrait camera and 2 megapixel macro camera. On the front we have 16 megapixel selfie camera. The phone misses out an ultra wide lens. Let me power it on and do some initial settings. This phone features a 5000 mAh battery with support for 18 watts fast charging. As for the display, the Realme 8 5G comes with 6.5-inch IPS LCD panel with Full HD Plus resolution and 90Hz refresh rate. Display has a punch hole cutout for the selfie camera at the top left corner. The phone also supports auto refresh rate that intelligently switches between display refresh rates as per the content you watch. The Realme 8 5G phone runs on Realme UI 2.0 version over Android 11. Powered by Dimensity 700 octa-core processor. I brought here the 4GB RAM and 64GB variant. Out of the box we get 47GB free to use. Realme 2.0 UI looks pretty clean. Full of Realme and third-party apps pre-installed on the device such as Amazon Music, Bookings.com, Dio, Netflix and others. Most of the people will not be using these pre-installed apps. If you want, you can uninstall these apps. There are tons of customizations you can do in the settings. Gaming performance was good at default graphics settings. However, the phone does get considerably warm when gaming, especially over extended period of time. The side fingerprint scanner is very quick and responsive, and I never felt any issue while using it. The back panel of this phone features a glassy finish, which in my option is a step down. It attracts fingerprints quite easily. The glassy panel also makes the phone feel more slippery. It is advised to use with the case provided in the box itself. Moving on to the cameras, the Realme 8 5G isn't the best performer when it comes to the cameras of the phone. While daylight shots with ample light usually turns out decent with good detail and color, the dynamic range of the phone is not the best. This is more worse in low light photography, and the camera struggles a lot to lock focus on subjects in low light. Realme's Nightscape mode doesn't work as expected. The macro lens on the phone is yet another disappointment, since 2MP lens lack autofocus and simply refuse to lock focus on the objects that are close to the camera. The shots are often blurred and lack details. The 60MP selfie camera shoots decent selfies in ample light. Video quality is decent, but videos usually suffer from shake if you are walking or running. Overall, the Realme 8 5G simply isn't a good option for people who expect consistency and quality from their smartphone cameras. If you are doing more intensive work such as editing a video on applications like VivaCut and InShot, the phone is pretty slow at exporting the final video. However, it is something most people do not do on daily basis. The phone is capable of performing day-to-day tasks and even gaming for the most of the part. The real-world performance of the phone did not disappoint when it comes to gaming, multitasking or performing basic tasks. But what disappointed me is the camera's performance. There are lots of phones under 20,000 offering a better experience in this department. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching and meet you in my next video. Please do subscribe the channel.